Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a fine morning. In today's video, I wanted to come to you and just kind of talk about some different levels. With the Fed meeting in process, Wednesday is going to be a huge day this week. And so you need to be aware of those resistance and support levels within the markets. We're going to cover that. We're going to talk about that, how to trade that, different things, how I'm planning on trading it at least. And you will want to stay till the end of the video. I have two stocks right now that have certain catalysts behind it that I really like. And so I'm going to share them with you. You might think it's good. It's good. You might think it's bad. I am not a financial advisor. I do not know your personal situation, but I am a stock trader who's made a lot of money trading in the stock market, although this year has not been the case. And I have struggled, and I am behind the S&P 500 right now, which is very unlikely for me, or it doesn't happen too often for me. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's start talking about these different stocks, indices, so on and so forth. But before we get going, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you have not done so before, consider subscribing and turning on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I do have a Patreon group. If you want to know my daily alerts, that's the place to be a part. And you can at least see what I'm trading and different things that I like each and every day. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. What is going on in this crazy market? Will the Fed crash our stock market? I really think that if we see a raise in interest rate, if we see an interest rate hike, if they go up 25 basis points, this is going to be a disaster. And we are teetering on disaster right here. And in fact, as you look at this chart, and this is the S&P 500, you can see here that we are in this downturn. And this could be an ABC pattern where this was B and C is the largest leg moving downwards. And we could be at the beginning of a new bear market. So that's something really to watch. Now, right now, the trend is a bull trend because I'm on the 4-hour chart here. But as you go to the daily chart, you can see here that we are on a bull trend and that this is just, a new level. And if you draw a line, it kind of goes up and through here. So the levels to pay attention to, in my opinion, on the S&P 500, once the Fed does their meeting, there are certain key statements to kind of watch for. It's more about the forward-looking statements. If they tend to lean towards we're pausing and we're not going to hike anymore, and the language is more that way, then the stock market will most likely move up and break this resistance level at 450. That is the important level to watch. However, if we see a 25 basis point hike, which is unlikely right now, the statistics are saying 96% chance, the experts are saying 96% chance that there is a pause in this meeting. If we got a hike, breaking down below 440 would be very scary. And in fact, the stock market could really start to see a lot more fear in the market, which right now we're not seeing. So those are the levels on the S&P 500 I think you need to be aware of. 450 resistance, 440 support. Okay, what about the triple Qs? In the triple Qs right now, we have been holding up this level at 369, and this could be a double bottom. Look, I hope the stock market goes up. I make the most money when the stock market goes up, but I do have a strategy that makes a lot of money when the stock market crashes too. So in stock market crashes, I've made a lot of money also. The thing that I don't do well with is stagnation. And stagflation has been here this year, and big tech has been doing well, but I don't really do a lot of investing in big tech because I tend to invest in stocks with insider activity, because I have found that to be the most potent stocks to be in, stocks with significant insider activity. It's my main strategy, and this year it has been terrible. But, I keep on keeping on, and hopefully you aren't frustrated in this market. I've been through this many, many times. As we take a look at the Russell, the levels to pay attention to on the Russell are 185 is resistance, with 182 as support. So not a very big range right there. And in fact, this crazy Russell, if you go to the weekly chart, this thing has really gone a whole lot of nowhere in a very long time. Look at this consolidation on the weekly chart. I mean, it literally has gone nowhere. It is traded within this range between 170 and 190. And, you know, that is probably the reason why I've struggled a little bit more than I'm used to. All right, let's go back to the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at the VIX. The VIX there's not a lot of fear in the market. The VIX is way down. So the VIX being at 14, I mean, that is very, very low. And so, you know, we've had these spikes here. You know, this would have been a good time to play SVIX as it went down to buy signals here. But it's just bouncing around here at 14. I have a hard time trading the VIX up. I have a much easier time trading the VIX when it's at a height and there's panic on the way back down. So anyway, there's different ways to do that. I've covered that in a few videos in the past. But right now, the VIX, there's very little fear in the market and really not a lot going on as far as that goes. All right, let's talk about two stocks I like. And the first one is Profire Energy. I've talked about this stock a couple of times, and this trend with oil and gas prices going up is most likely not done. In fact, whenever I see blue candles on my heat map, this is usually a great time to load. And typically I like to load up on these blue candles and then sell out on sell signals, so on and so forth. Blue candles with buy signals. That was a sweet one right here. And then sell out on sell signals here. And this is part of DMARC indicators. DMARC indicators do a good job of catching tops. This stock has just been continuously moving up, so there hasn't been a top yet. It's highly rated. I think that it's undervalued in my opinion. I think this is a $6 stock at least. And right now is a good entry point on this. So I kind of just wanted to talk about, I've talked about this stock in the past. This is something I have a position in, so a little disclaimer. But I'm not recommending it for that reason. I literally think the stock price is going to go up. That is my opinion. That is why I'm recommending it. And another stock that I really, really like this morning, and maybe you should put on your radar, is SelectQuote. And this is a cheap stock. I'm not a big fan of penny stocks by any means, but this has very significant insider activity. We have the president of the company. We have two directors of the company. We have the chief operating officer, all loading an open market all at the same time on this move down here. So all the purchasing was right here. And we had a big move downwards. And last night that was reported in the Form 4s. I like this stock for a really, really nice move. Right now, it's at $1.25 in pre-market. I think that's a good deal based on the insider activity. I know that's up 10%. I'm sure I'll get some members in the comment section kind of talking about, but it's up 10%. I know, but the insider activity with multiple officers is very significant to me. I like this stock a lot for a move in the upward direction. I wish you all the best on the stock market. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below. Investing is hard. Let's do it together. If you're looking for a good group, please check it out in the description down below. I have my Patreon group. That is a great place to be if you want my alerts. I wish you all the best. Raythoven.